In this video, we are going to talk about the vector inside the Three.js. Actually, we have a vector 2, vector 3, and vector 4. And the vector 2 representing two-dimensional vector system. And in order actually to creating the vector 2, you have to provide the x and y, which is representing a point, which is representing a vector inside the coordinate system, and it is typically creating a vector, and you can actually create the vector by using Three.vector2. There are properties and some special methods that you can see here, and as you can see, dot clone, dot copy, and dot distance to are the most important one, and you can see that there are other methods here, and if you want to actually use them, you have to read the documentation. The maximum, the minimum methods are also applied, and there is a set, and as you can see, there are multiply method. In order actually to set a vector, we have to actually provide x and y. And as you can see, there are multiply methods. And in order to define a vector, we have to actually provide the x and y. And if we didn't provide the x and y, point is considered as 0 and 0, and it will be initialized as 0 and 0. And after that, you can actually apply the method. For example, if we set a distance to b, it will calculate the distance between vector a and vector b, and actually return the result and save it in a variable d. And there are multiple things that you can use, and as you can see, you can actually use these methods to create a different functionality. And in here, there is a vector 2 representing three-dimensional vectors in our space. In order to create a 3D-dimensional space, you have to actually provide x, y, and z. And as a matter of the fact, you have to provide the x and y and z to actually create a vector 3. And if you go to the mondial3d.com, you can see different example. For example, this is our character, and if we add a cube in our environment, you can see the character cannot go past by the cube. And why is that? Because we actually applied the distance to, and we set the intersection to never to be 0. So you can apply this functionality in your actually metaverse, in your game. And as you can see, different functionality can be applied by using subtraction and addition into the different vectors. And as we can actually going to learn in the next video, we are going to actually apply the raycasting methodology by using the vectors. And there's a vector 3, and the most common vector type in the Three.js is vector 3. So there is a vector 4, which actually is a 4D vector, x, y, z, and w. And there is a point here that we have to actually consider x, y, z initialized to be 0. However, w is actually initialized to be 1. And if we consider a 4-dimensional vector, we said that x, y, and z are the representing in XYZ axis, and W we can consider it as an opacity, or even we can actually see the different actually axes inside. But however, you can use it as a 4-dimensional data type in 3-dimensional space.